I won't ever miss you. Guns big as y'all mean, and them bullets 7.62. So now it's big sticks over your head. Guns big as y'all mean, and them bullets 7.62. So now it's big sticks over your head. It's a TP. I promise ain't no blocking this chrome. You ain't Beasley. Get your news ready. He can't do it either.
U2 is the third and last trip. Welcome. At 814, meet X20.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm about checking back in, man, back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button, that subscribe button, away, and I appreciate all your support. Chrome 23 canceled Christmas. The recap, man. I just watched the event, man. Shout out to Rim for putting on the event. Shout out to the battlers that battled. Shout out to Vada and SP on the commentary. There needs to be post-main event commentary. Anytime there's a main event, you need to have commentary after. I know you're trying to get out of there. Avocado is probably wrapping up, you know, unhooking everything. Everybody trying to get out of the venue. It's cool to have commentary on the first couple battles or whatever after people telling you their opinion. But most people are here to see the main event, and the commentary after the battle of the main event is important. It has to be time allotted for the last battle commentary. That definitely, that's something that, you know, just think about that whenever you're doing commentary. That needs to be addressed or whatever. We didn't get a chance to hear what Vada and SP had to say on the stream, which would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? It definitely would have been dope. It would have been good even if they could have pulled Big K or Jazz up there to interview them. That would have been fire. As far as the event, I felt like the event was it was below par. If we keep it real, it was below par. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely below par. It was good to see battle rappers in the building. Serious Jones, Sway was there, Mook was there. It's good to see niggas that's KCJ, people that's actually battling this weekend that still came out and showed some support. So I was glad to see that. The event, I felt like some of the battles were underwhelming a little bit, in my personal opinion. I don't know what it was. I don't want to say it's because Couture and Coffee didn't go down or whatever or whatever. I don't necessarily know. But anytime your main event doesn't really live up to the hype, it kind of brings down the whole card, and that could have been a thing. Let's start with Jazz and Big K. I feel like both of these two people did not bring their A game in this battle. Did not bring their A game. As far as Big K, I felt like he didn't really have a lot of stuff to rap about her virginity, rap about her job. Those are typical angles people use with Jazz. He had a lot of, like, you know, you think you want to be a nigga. He had a lot of like body shaming type stuff. Like, you look like a nigga, you dress like a nigga, your body is built like a nigga. Let me punch you like a nigga.
You're going to take the same approach as my last 8 opponents and get killed like them. And I'm going to treat you like a boy because you built like one. I'm done watching you hoes rap about cutting up a gram. But I do think every match you should touch 100 grand. You stay back from the pay gap. Shit is rough, I understand. Y'all deserve to get treated equal. So let me punch you like a man. Man.
You know, stuff like that. I really didn't feel like he really tapped into his pen the way he need to. I definitely didn't feel like that. And, but I did give Big K this battle. I gave him the second and third. So Jazz, I felt like, I was like, okay, she might have won the first. You know, her first round was kind of cool. She kind of got into some pockets where she kind of had like a slick little flow.
Like somebody called K is coughing because the mountains of the Caucasus is where I'm putting this Caucasians, cops came and talking.
Big K had a couple bars that were nice in the first round. They got me in the blue room because Remy is in the red, basically saying the females got you in the red. So they had to bring Big K out of the blue room. That was cool. I put the beats on Jazz and they reminisce over you. Y'all remember that song, Reminisce. I do the women dirty like Vab, Biggs, and Debo. He tried to have like a Queen of the Ring kind of bar. Outside of that, it was like a bunch of body shamming, you a nigga, you a bitch, you a this, you know, it was like not really anything creative. So I gave the first round to Jazz. Now the second round, Jazz came out with a nice rebuttal about, oh, you say I don't have any curves, I'm gonna put this banana clip or whatever, and and something about a curve, because you know the banana curve. The rebuttal was cold. Then she gets into her little, I think she choked after that, which was surprising because we hardly ever see Jazz choke. Like, I can't even think of a time where I really saw, I don't know if it's a flat out choke. She got back into it fairly quickly, but you could call it a choke or you could just call it like a stumble or whatever. But it's that whatever it was, you had to take points off. You definitely had to take points off. She pulled out this whole blocking list, kind of like she did with Twerk with the choking list. She goes through that. I felt like at times she had moments, but she tried to turn that into like a race angle with K by basically saying you block certain people and they're black or they're from VA. You're not even fucking with niggas in your city. You block this person because she's black and you blocked her on Martin Luther King's Day. That was kind of funny when she said it, and she tried to, you block people because they said you didn't win 2-1 or 3-0 or whatever. You're a narcissist. When you do schemes like that, bro, they're kind of too long. If she had dropped that list and just hit like a couple people and just kind of boom, boom, and got up out the list, cool. She did the same thing with Twerk. I felt like when she pulled the list out with Twerk, she started going over like the niggas he choked against, and she tried to like explain the certain people that he choked against. And it was kind of lengthy. Like, you listen to it and it's like, okay, this is kind of getting into like a minute worth of talking. And then in maybe a minute and a half. I don't know. It just felt long. The list, in my opinion, felt a little too long, too drawn out in my personal opinion. And, but she choked in that round and it kind of killed a lot of her momentum. The bar she said after the choke got zero reaction. And I think she was thinking that it was like a nice bar, haymaker, whatever. Big K comes back in the second round. Because Jazz was talking about the whole you call black women mud ducks or whatever. So he had a little rebuttal about that. The only people I call mud ducks are the people in your family. What else did he say? I got a few pounds to flip. I hope when you get your back in, I hope the money is counterfeit. That's the kind of shit K was saying, bro. I got a few pounds to flip. When you get your back in, I hope it's counterfeit. He wasn't really saying anything crazy. He had a cold ass brushes with the law bar though.
You decide to come outside and start preparing this frequent right when Surf go to jail. That's very convenient. Who you sharing your schemes with? Y'all huddled on a call while I'm breaking down haze trying to stuff it in a raw. This hooker got the wave. I should punch you in the jaw. I could have gotten waves. All my brushes with the law. Oh,
But he also stumbled in this round too. Like, he kind of stumbled about as bad as Jazz, but I edged him the second round. To keep it real with you. I think the brushes with the law bar might have just kind of like took it over the top, in my personal opinion. And even though Jazz had a block list, honestly, she had just done the list earlier with Twerk. So the list was something, it wasn't as creative the second go round because she had just did it with Twerk. And she literally just battled Twerk like right before Big K. So I don't know. I gave Big K the second round. The third round, Jazz took a interesting angle. She took this angle about you're anti-smack or whatever. You anti-smack, that's why you punch or whatever. Which was kind of funny. Like, you're anti-smacking people, that's why you're a puncher.
And what I'm about to say, Sharon, you excluded in A-Ward, you just got whooped. But Mook and Rex, y'all was supposed to kill this nigga, but he's still getting booked. Ice Pack, you was supposed to give him hell, ill, not a look. See, this is why I hate being a woman. Because after the men did all that work, I still gotta cook. You think you win it, hold me up.
But she spent a lot of time talking about equality in this round. And this is what I mean. When anytime you do a scheme, bro, especially when you are the main event and it's the last battle of the night, even though this event was not a long event, but you still got out of there at 11 o'clock at night. Anytime you do a scheme, it has to be like boom, boom. It has to be in and out, in and out. So she goes on this long thing about equality and how, you know, they'll rather give a white guy Cody before they give a black woman Wody, and we don't even have a home league, but you found a home on RBE. I don't know. I felt like it was just too drawn out. So, you know, K coming back in the third round with the punches. You wake up and get online and decide you want to get a personality. That was kind of funny. he had a couple timely things, even though I didn't feel like K had a good third either. But he still had stuff that was better than Jazz. So to me, he won the second and the third round. I gave K the battle 2-1. We got Hart and QB. This was a good ass battle for Hart, man. Like, she really showed the different levels of the pen in this particular battle. Like, she was cold. You probably give her the battle 3-0, to be real with you. And I'm not even saying that because as if QB was bad or anything. QB was actually good in this battle too. Like, she had her moments and everything. I like when she was roasting her in the second round. That shit was so funny, bro. Like, with the whole YO stuff and different stuff. She was kind of reaching in the third, saying that Hart was trying to fuck Rosenberg raw. I don't know anything about that. Maybe Raw addressed it on the podcast. But Hart lyrically, bro, I mean, I hit Q with the 112 for thinking shit is peaches and cream. I know we didn't heard 112 peaches and cream bar, but it still be set up good to me.
Who even told you that you could stand with me? Thinking she about to get around is insanity. Keep it wrapped, cause promise if you raise your hand to me, I'll cut it off and send it back to Adam's family. I don't.
You're gonna die. They got to figure out how you die from a heart beating. That's like a backwards play on words. Like, if you think if your heart beating, you would be living, but they're gonna be trying to figure out how you die from a heart beating. I like that shit. We'll never see this chick again, like a stimulus check. She got into like different flow patterns. Hart was cold in this battle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. She was really reminding niggas why she one of the best girls. And the thing is, if you catch her in this kind of environment where it appears to be semi-small roomish, like, I don't know how many people was in the building, but just the amount of people on the stage and just from looking at it, it doesn't look like it was a super, super big crowd. When you catch her like that, her pen is going to excel, bro. QB was good, but the levels of the pen was just, they were just shown in this battle. So I got Hart winning every round of this battle and winning the battle 3-0.
Now I'm about to roast this bitch for a minute. Ain't you from YO? So why your gum so black? Why your ass so flat?
But QB she didn't do bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Clips battle was a battle she shouldn't have took. Maybe she could have prepared a little bit more for this battle. But Hart got that. Clips in C3. This battle, Clip starts off, he addresses the whole, he addresses everybody saying he had a bad battle and everything. Then he started trying to act like the nigga, like, purposely. I called ARP and I told him that I had this Dear Dyke poem that was going to go viral, and it worked.
Where was the love when I beat Rosenberg in A-Ward? Niggas wasn't knocking on my front door or tweeting me like they want more. Ain't it crazy? I told ARP I got a poem for QB that's going viral, and it sent battle rap in an uproar. My plan worked perfectly. Cause see, I peeped it from the beginning. Y'all don't show love when a nigga winning. Battle rap is a storyline, so y'all only care about the ending. So if I perform my ass off tonight, y'all gonna forever buy tickets to see me. Now, a show of hands, who thinks she could beat a serious Clips? 1, 2, damn, I don't even see. Hey.
That was like the intro of his round. I ain't gonna lie, he set it up pretty well, but it was kind of like him saying, like, I like purposely fucked the battle up just to go viral or whatever. That's almost like what he was trying to say. But I felt like Clips had moments, typical Clips, where he gonna have some good stuff and then some stuff that's just not super crazy. That's kind of how I felt about his battle. The third round, he goes over the blog. He's still mad at the bloggers and the media for pretty much. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm sitting there watching the third round. I'm just waiting on him to have an unbiased bar or something going on crazy with me. And I'm just like, okay, he didn't win the Black Compass. He didn't win the Vada. He didn't win the Angry Fan, Battle True. He just going on and on with media, right? And I'm like, I know he gonna say something about me. So, but he kind of skipped me and kind of went to like every other media. But it wasn't even cold. Like, it really wasn't. He was like getting on them for like saying he lost or wasn't doing well or lost the battle or whatever. Now, C3 had her moments.
When you tell your money stories, bro, it got a lot of hoes. Oh, you was getting sweet.
Swiss cheese. When I'm speaking frankly, let's not forget that. Because just like that pig rat, he thought it safer if he mixed breed. Bitch, please. And you know what? Let me switch speeds. I want this to be a slow walk. I want to show y'all I could wash money in a series of ways, but this ain't Ozark. Now, if he start that little... thing, yawning, acting like he might doze off, remember, his name Charlie Brown. When he in character, he don't understand that grown talk. But it's cool, bro. But it's...
3 had her moment. This is all I can say. I really don't have no notes written down for this, so it's hard for me to kind of remember like slick shit that she said or whatever. But I remember when the battle was over, I didn't really know who won the battle. I remember thinking like, yo, this could probably be 2-1 either way. Like that, I just remember thinking that. Like Clips won the first. I do give Clips the first round. I do give him the first. I felt like C3 was light as hell in the first round, but I felt like she turned up in 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? And Clips announced that he's having a baby. He was in a hospital, I guess. Maybe he had the baby already. I don't know, but he announced that. Everybody clapped or whatever. So that was pretty much that battle. It was cool. It was a good back and forth because you ain't really know who won the battle. Taz and Shice Raw. Shice Raw might have won the third. She definitely lost the first 2 rounds of this battle. So Taz won rounds 1 and 2. Shice took a shot at me in the 3rd round, and then Taz took a shot too. I'm like, how the fuck am I taking shots in the 3rd round? It's crazy because I spoke to Taz like. I think Taz texted me like a couple hours before the battle and shit. So I'm just like, I was just catching strays. Like, oh shit, I'm catching strays.
Fun fact, she's cool with Chris. A grown man that can't control himself from touching kids. That's not... Am I lying?
Right, cool. I don't usually do rebuttals like that, but let me just say, being a moderator on a YouTube page don't make you somebody's friend. So that's just what it is. But anyway,
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I don't know. Like, Shice was just she reminded me of QB. She was being aggressive. She was on that dickhead shit. She was just like a lot of her stuff wasn't even rhyming. That's the crazy part. She was on a dot shit. Like, she wasn't even rhyming in a lot of her bars. And she was just trying to get over on the whole disrespect. Her best bar that she said was, she was like, excuse me, Remy. For what I'm going to do to Terror Squad.
And I mean that. I swear to God. Anybody riding with you, they dying with you. They ain't got to pick a side. Sorry, Remy, but I got smoke for anybody in Terror Squad. Smoke with the beans.
Like the whole Terror Squad bar. That was kind of fire. But other than that, she choked in the 2nd round. Her 1st round was super ass. She warmed up, but she choked in the 2nd, so that she kind of was out of there on that. And then the Terror Squad bar was cool, but it was like too little too late. And then the 3rd round, she was like, aren't you friends with Chris Unbiased? And she started having her bars about me. But overall, she could have won the 3rd round, but she definitely lost the first 2. She choked in the 2nd. Her 1st round is ass, bro. And Taz, I feel like Taz, this is probably like her 3rd battle. I think 3rd or 4th, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is like, she's still getting new to everything. You know what I'm saying? She's still getting new to everything. And I think even some of them battles she had might've been 1-rounders. So she doesn't really have a lot of experience. So I felt like in this battle, you could tell, you know how you be sitting there and somebody going first and you just can't wait to rap because you probably looking at it like, yo, your 1st round is so ass. I know my shit is better. So when she rapped, she was definitely rapping too fast. She got to pace herself more. Sometimes you be rapping almost like you just want to get through your material. That's the thing about owning the stage. You get like when you got your shit in your head and you trying to rap it, you can't be rapping so fast to just get done with the bars. You got to set it up more. So the 1st round, she was definitely rapping too fast and not pacing herself. But she ended with the whole, I have you leaking like a pee conversation. So that was a nice bar. She wins the 1st. She had some funny shit to say. She had a Tory Dole joint. I'll leave you silent like Tory Dole. That was cool. You got to take a break from taking a break. She had some funny shit in there. And, but yeah, she won the first 2 rounds. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She won the first 2 rounds. And that was the event, man. It was a real lackluster event, to keep it real with you. It was a real lackluster event. The first battle wasn't really good, to be honest. And Shice Raw was just terrible. Like, she was just like, for her to kick off the whole event, she rapped first in the first round. Her first round is one of the worst first rounds I ever heard a female spit. I'm just being honest. Like, her first round, half the time she wasn't even rhyming. So, and just trying to get by on, I'll beat you the fuck up. You a dickhead. You got to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a vet. You got to do more than that. So that battle was lackluster. That was kind of like, I heard a lot of people in the chat talking about, you know, wanting to move on. And Hart came on and she was snapping. So that was cool. The Clips battle was decent. And then the Jazz and Big K battle was below par for a main event. It was below par on both levels, on both battlers. So I don't know. It was just a decent event, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate the support. Holla at your boy.